Can't you make it, Chumley?
Oh, I got that thing I gotta do. My neighbor went out of town, and I am watching their dog and their cat, so gotta feed him and take the dog.
He's walking a dog and a cat. Chumley, I think you're lying to me. You and Olivia on the outs right now?
They were never on the ends, Dad. I have no idea if Chum's lying or not, but who in their right mind would have Chum look after their cat? Corey, Chum's watching his neighbor's dogfish or whatever, so you're working graveyard tonight.
Why?
I don't feel comfortable leaving Olivia here by herself yet. She doesn't know enough.
She's gonna have to learn sometime.
She's just too new to work by herself.
Yeah, life is a bitch sometimes.
What do we have here?
Something really heavy.
We have a piece of rail and a rail inspection mirror from the early railroad days, before I came along.
It's gotta be old if it was like before your time.
Yeah.
I came down to the pawn shop today to see about selling my antique railroad inspection mirror. It's just taking up space in our place, and I have no reason to keep it. I think it's worth at least $2,000, but I wouldn't walk out the door with a penny less than $1,500.
So where did you get it?
I got it from my boss. He gave me this when he retired. They started using these in the early 1900s, or maybe a little bit before. This was the only tool they had to use to try to find broken rail to keep a train from derailing.
How does this thing work, sir?
You put the mirror to where it looks right up under that rail. A track foreman, in his early days, would walk along, and he'd look for the cracks between this ball and this web right here. You have to use a mirror for that. You can't get down on your hands and knees and crawl 8 miles in the ballast. If you found a crack in the rail, they'd flag the track manually, stop the trains, replace the rail. You had to do it every 8 weeks.
Okay.
And a section foreman had 8 to 10 men to take care of a whole 8-mile section back in them days.
Okay. Back in the 1800s, the railroad was a huge part of American life. A town really wasn't on the map until it had a railroad running through it with a train station. So a guy who inspected the tracks for safety had a very important job.
This is one of the first safety items used in the railroad.
Yes, sir. And then along about the 1940s, they made machines with ultrasound to inspect both rails at the same time. They haven't used these probably since somewhere in the 40s.
Okay. Apparently it's in pretty good shape. It seems to work. So what do you want to do? You want to pawn it or sell it?
Well, I was looking to sell it.
How much did you want for it?
$2,000.
That's just it. It's one of those things that's interesting, it's neat, but it's not the normal kind of railroad stuff people collect. If you came in here with like some old railroad lanterns or something like that, I'd jump all over them. It's this right here, I mean, I'd give you like 50 bucks for it.
No.
I mean, that's what it's worth.
Well, being a historic piece, I think it ought to be worth a couple $1,000 or something.
I mean, it's interesting. Some railroad buff might buy it, but they're not going to pay a lot of money.
If I couldn't get $1,500, $2,000, I'd rather give it to a museum.
Sorry we couldn't make a deal, man.
Okay, all right, that's all right.
Thank
Fine.
you very much, sir.
You bet. For $50, I wouldn't take that. I think it's worth more than $50. But maybe I can go down and inspect the railroad track between here and Los Angeles with it.
Normally I'd be home relaxing around this time, but because Chum had some lame excuse and couldn't work the night shift, Pops and the old man forced me to cover a shift with Olivia.
Corey, these have come in. Hi there.
Okay. Why don't you start by telling me where you got this stuff?
I'm a taxidermist, and I have a few items that were never picked up.
How do you get into taxidermy?
I've always loved animals, and
You just wanted to work with dead ones?
I came to the pawn shop tonight to sell some taxidermy items. I'm here at night because during the daytime, I take care of my 91-year-old